Hi guys, welcome back to Riddler Gaming. Today we're having a look at scrolls. I'm starting a new series where I'm going to be trying to get the best ranking that I can potentially achieve in this game. So you're going to see me lose lots and hopefully win a few games and try and play to the best of my ability. This game is a card game by Mojang with some board game aspects. It's a really cool game. So you start off with a deck, pre-constructed deck, one of 3 decks. It's either Order, which is like controlling type stuff. It's if you play Magic the Gathering, it's a bit like blue and white. Growth, which is this one down here, which is basically like an aggro deck. You try and get as many creatures out as you possibly can as early as you can. And the other one is Energy, which I've never really played or played against. It makes artifacts, I think, and tries to win via that. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it's very good, but that's just my personal opinion. So I'm going to load up my deck and I'll show you what's going on. I did say deck, not anything else, so yeah. So here's my deck. It's not too much different from the pre-constructed deck, to be honest with you. I've tried to go a bit creature-based, and then control from then. So I have like lots of knights and things. They're all pretty synergistic, and then I have some spells which kind of affect the enemy's creatures, slow them down. I need a few more Frostwinds actually, that's a really good card. Some kill spells, a few things that kind of draw me cards, and then these things which I really don't want in the deck and really need to get rid of. But because you start off with a starter deck and you have to buy scrolls, I don't have anything to kind of replace it at the moment. So I'll show you the store, which is where I'm going to buy scrolls at some point. You can buy scroll packs, which are like booster packs. You get a selection of like, is it 10? Yeah, from randomly picked from each faction. I don't think it's very good to do that if you're trying to build a specific deck. I've been using Order, so I've been buying these Order scrolls, and I've been getting pretty lucky, getting quite a few rares, quite a few uncommons. It's a good way to build a deck for not very much gold. You can also trade cards. If you go to Arena, go into a different room, you can go to Trading, Decks, General, and chat to people and do trades and things. The game itself is pretty awesome. It's really well run so far. Everyone's very friendly. The chat room's really interactive. People are very talkative to each other. So you have single player, you have the tutorial for the game, and you have trials. But what I'm going to be doing is the ranked matches. I've done 2 so far, won 1, lost 1. So my ranking is ridiculously low. So let's load up my deck and I'll give you a look at the actual game. So we found our match, I'm going to join it. So, always nice to be friendly to your opponent. So you have no choice in your starting hand, you'll always start off with the same hand. Not with the same hand, you'll always start off with a hand which you can't change. So if you get unlucky, you're kind of screwed, and I'm not sure whether that's a great thing. I'm going to be referencing this to Magic the Gathering quite a lot because I play that quite a lot. And you can't mulligan, which is you start with a new hand. So the guy started out pretty aggressively and played a wolf with haste. It's not a very good creature, it just is a basic creature. But if he's playing like a synergistic wolf deck or something like that, it can be pretty beasty. So I'm going to sacrifice this scroll to get mana. It's Order in my case. That's the way to get mana in this game. You can also sacrifice for other cards to increase your hand size. So let's see what he or she does. Each turn is timed, so people can't troll you, basically. So what I'm going to be doing is sacrificing all these useless cards at the moment and trying to get my creatures down. This is a really good card. It draws them a card when it comes into play, which is a pretty cool ability to have. Again, I'm going to get rid of this for another mana and then just pass the turn because there's nothing else I can do this turn. I'm going to be playing this guy next turn. He has Spiky 2, so when they attack him or hit him, he does 2 damage back to them, which is going to be really good against these guys because each one of them only have 1 health. Sorry, 2 health or 1 health. They're both going to die in 1 hit. I haven't actually said what the aim of the game is yet. Sorry about that. The aim of the game is to destroy these totems. When you've destroyed 3 of them, they all have 10 health, you win the game. So yeah, that's how you win. You have to attack them with creatures as far as I know. So let's wait and see what they do. When it's glowing underneath, it's the countdown has got to 0. So this is the stats for a creature. 1 is its attack, oops. 2 is its health points, and 2 is the cooldown, so that's how many turns it takes before it can attack again. Right, so I'm going to sacrifice, I think probably this focus, because I don't need it at the moment because I don't actually have any creatures. I'm going to plop down this spearman right at the front here. And he'll hopefully hold the fort for a little bit. Let's pass the turn. Let's see what our opponent can do to us. So he's ramping up to 3 growth as well. Yeah, it's poison my guy. I hate it when they do that. And he's playing this guy, is a Vatter of the Wild, which increases growth when it comes in and then decreases growth when it goes out. It kind of ramps if it can stay alive. So yeah, he's completely ignoring my guy and just going straight for the idols, which is quite a good strategy really in this case. So what I can do is... Oh, what do I sacrifice? I'm going to get rid of this guy. He's a bit too high cost for me at the moment, even though he's really good. And I'm going to put Crown of Strength on this guy so he doesn't die when the enchantment keeps going. Because this gives it 1 attack and 2 health. It's a pretty good enchantment, but it means that you get 2 for 1 quite a lot. As in, they'll kill your cards for 1 of their cards. I'm going to put this crossbowman down here. Crossbowman costs 1, he's 4 attack. He has a really long cooldown though, it takes him 3 turns to attack, and he only has 2 health. So putting him at the back's quite a good idea, because it means that he can't get attacked by anything. And then I'm just going to pass the turn. I really need to get rid of this guy, just because they've got quite a lot of growth. So as you can see, my opponent just sacrificed for scrolls there, so they've just got 2 cards for the price of one card, and they're attacking my idol still, trying to whittle me down one by one. I'm probably going to sacrifice this guy and then play Skirmisher. I've got a nice little row here. You can also move your guys by 1 square. That's one of the key things in this game. So next turn I can use speed to potentially kill off 2 of his guys with my 1 guy. Yeah, and I'm just going to pass the turn. Just get some attack damage in on his idol over there. There's no point attacking just 1 of his guys with him, because he's only got 2 health and it's overkill. You may as well just get some damage in on the idols. This guy has an ability called Relentless, which is like Trample from Magic the Gathering. Another reference there, but it seems pretty applicable. Which means that when he attacks, oh god, that's a lot of damage. When he attacks, it goes through the other guy if he hasn't done the maximum amount of damage he can do. So I'm going to sacrifice this for cards because I don't need that at the moment. Right, so I'm going to move this guy across here. This guy needs to start moving across here. Speed. And I'm going to Thought Trap this guy, which makes his cooldown double. So we've evened the playing field a little bit now. In saying that, our opponent has 5 cards in hand, so the playing field's not exactly even. Poisoning my guy again. Great. No, sacrifice combat for cards. Okay, so we're going to do some damage on this idol with our archer. He's going to do 4 to it. This guy's going to kill off the wolf, and we've put another guy with spiky into the battlefield, so we're just going to end the turn and attack. If this guy had Relentless, we could probably focus him and kill off 2 of his guys, but he doesn't. We can also double this guy's cooldown again next turn to stop him from putting wolves into the field, because he can summon the guy in front of him, which is a really powerful ability. There we go. Oh, when it comes to our turn again, our guy's going to die, which is unfortunate. But not before killing off his Vata of the Wild, which is definitely going to die this turn, I think. If he has no way of buffing it. It's going to take 2 damage when it attacks either this Spearman or this Spearman. So we seem to have got the board on in our favour. We have 4 guys to his, potentially 1. I keep saying that as if I know what's going to happen, but anything can happen in the game of Scrolls. He's going to play another Brother of the Wolf. Yep, so that guy dies. That's really good for us. Right, I'm going to focus our Skirmisher with Relentless. It's going to do 4 to him, and it's going to do 2 to the idol behind him, which is going to kill it. Well, it's not going to kill it, but it's going to almost kill it. And then I'm going to sacrifice this for cards. I can play another Skirmisher. That's good. Second turn. There we go. So opponent still has 4 cards in hand. But he's on 5 growth again because we killed off that Vata of the Wild. He's now on 6, so he's playing something big. Ow. Quake is a really great spell. It does, yeah, like it says, 3 damage to all structures, 2 damage to all creatures. So it hit all my creatures and just the 1 of his. So he only had 1. Right. So, oh, this is good. We have an infantryman here, which we can place down here, which increases the other guys in his rows attack by 1. We'll move him across here, which increases his attack by 1, and this is going to kill off his last guy. We also have Pother, which I'm going to sacrifice for 2 cards, because it doesn't seem great in this situation. And we've got another Skirmisher we can play. And Kabonk, which deals 1 damage and draws 1 scroll. It's like my favourite card in the game, mainly because it's called Kabonk. Let's play another Skirmisher over on this side. Have guys all across the board. And we'll end our turn to kill off his guy. There we go. Things are looking good, guys. Looking good for our 2nd win of all time. So we have 2 attacks next turn, one of which is going to kill off his idol. And the other one is going to just do some damage to this one. We can also speed off another guy if we really want to. So he's just putting guys to block in play, and also draw him a card. And Brother of the Wolf. So now what I think I'm going to do is move this guy back. Oh wait. What I could do is speed this guy, move this guy in front and kill off both of his guys and do some damage to the idol, which I think is what I'm going to do. Speed. I'm also going to sacrifice this for some more cards. That's not too bad. I can play the Zealot here, actually. I can use this guy to sacrifice attack to do 2 damage to another creature when he gets to 0. So he's a nice little spell. Oh, and he's just disconnected. So yeah, I think we've won this game. I don't know what happens when he disconnects. I guess he just runs down the clock. It was funny because I was talking about everyone being so friendly, but that's just kind of a douchebag move to do. I think the game still plays out and he times out after every round, and then I just attack him for the win. But I'm going to save you guys the effort of watching me basically do nothing for the whole rest of the game. And yeah, so our first game was victorious. And I'll see you guys for the next game. hopefully you enjoy this Skulls. If you do, please leave a like and just let me know if you want me to keep doing this kind of thing. So, yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.